What's up, everybody? Joe White here, rolling through Oklahoma today, getting ready to go down to Texas, down to Fort Worth, where I will be delivering a load tomorrow. I want to talk a little bit about uh, some controversy that kind of happened at the TNA TV taping at Full Sail yesterday. Um, there's been a longtime fan of TNA, and he used to do this at NXT when they would hold NXT tapings there too. Um, Guy's name is Jacob Cohen, and I stopped following this guy on Twitter for one thing, which I'll post here what he does. And I I this guy would sit there and post spoilers from television tapings, spoilers that these companies do not want to get out. Um, and you know, as you can see here, he posts scoop number this, and I'm like, dude, you're not posting scoops. You're posting spoilers. Quit labeling your shit as scoops. That's why I stopped following this guy. It just annoyed the hell out of me. And I know people are going to comment, what the hell does it matter what he labels it as? Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. But the problem is, you act like you're out there posting like Meltzer level, Mike Johnson level shit, and you're not. You're just another fan who's paid money for a ticket, who is openly posting pictures and spoilers on Twitter. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and post what he had to say when TNA officials approached him and kicked him out of the building. So as you can see here, he posted. Um, Let me see if I could read this here. Sorry, guys. Just to let everyone know, I've been asked by TNA management to leave the show tonight. There was a belief that I was filming the show. I showed them that I was not. They returned and asked me to leave anyways. Wasn't allowed to talk to anyone further, so that's all from me tonight. Added bonus, I was told I would not be receiving a refund. Yeah, the from what Dave Meltzer has said, they thought he was posting pictures and stuff like that to Instagram. He does not have an Instagram account. However, I'm surprised this has not happened years ago, because this guy used to do the same thing to NXT all the time before NXT started going live. He would go in, buy a ticket, and openly post spoilers on the internet. Now, I do agree with Dave Meltzer when he points out that if you buy a ticket, you should be able, it's not a closed set. You should be able to do whatever you want to do. Aside, they do tell you all the time, do not take, the WWE plays this before the show. Please do not throw anything at the ring. You agree by entering this taping to have your face shown on our television show, as well as any and all promotional material, without any compensation being paid to you. Also, while we encourage you to take photos of our superstars, video of any kind is prohibited, and if you get caught doing so, you risk confiscation of the device, ejection from the building without a refund, and persecution from the law. I'm sure TNA plays the same thing on their, at their shows. Now, while this guy was not taking video, you are posting live spoilers. Shit that TNA really does not, I'm sorry, if I'm writing that television show and, it's one thing to sit there and do it on your phone after it's happened. It's another thing to do it as it's happening live in the building. And I know with WWE, they show on their television show people filming entrances all the time, and those people don't get kicked out. Well, WWE does not know at that time what they're doing with them, and there have been times like I've posted like entrances when I go to shows live and I record entrances. I get copyright striked for that. I've gotten maybe not full on copyright striked, but they put a damn copyright notice on me, so any revenue that I may or may not have collected from those videos goes to WWE. But if I'm a writer for those TV tapings, I don't want some fan sitting wherever he's sitting, posting live shit for a program that's not going to air for another 2 weeks. Not live anyway. A couple hours after it's taped, oh well, what can we do? We can post that as rumor. We can say, oh, that's a rumor. Or you can even change shit around. But to do it live as it's happening, come on, man. And then have to go, scoop number this, scoop number 4, scoop number... They're not scoops, dude. They're spoilers. And you're pissing on everybody who's performing in that ring. You're pissing on everybody who writes the show. Now, there is an update, and I'll go ahead and post the update here from Mr. Cohen. So as you can see here, he has another update. Like to offer an update. Had a call with TNA officials this morning. They apologized for what happened and have taken a few steps to remedy the situation so issues like this don't occur in the future. It's easy to make a mistake. I appreciate them taking the steps to fix it. I also want to thank everyone that has reached out to me with kind words over the last 36 hours. I'm sincerely grateful for each and every one of you. I've made so many friends through all of my wrestling journeys over the last few decades. I'm getting old and I love you all, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the remedy. And here's what they've probably told you. Give us 24 hours before you shit all over us, please. Sir. You know, and don't call them scoops. That's your big mistake, is when you sit there and go, scoop this. Scoop number 4, you make yourself look like a dirt sheet writer, dude. Which I know this guy's not. So now let's cut to what Meltzer has to say about all this. And Meltzer makes the comparison to NXT here. And I want you to catch something. I want you to see if you'll catch something that Dave has to say about the NXT tapings. And we'll be right back.
For a beer drinker, there's nothing like a cold beer served in a frosted glass. And now you can frost glasses at home instantly. Introducing the Ronco Glass Froster. It frosts all kinds of glasses. Just press the lever, and frost glasses for mixed drinks, for soft drinks, for wine glasses or dessert glasses. It's a must for parties, and for only $8.88, they really do make great Christmas gifts.
Available at these fine stores.
Difference between a show that you pay for, because to me, if you're charging people ticket money to see the show, they have every right to give the results out. If you are on a closed set, and a taped NXT is kind of a close set. It's, family, friends, and, whatever that go to those things. It's not a ticket thing. And they say, don't do it. It's like, I don't know. I don't say they have the right, but.
So the number one lie that Dave Meltzer has right there is that NXT tapings are friends and family events. That it's the same people every time. Yes, it is the same people almost every time. And a few of them may be friends and family of the wrestlers. But, Dave, you're talking about people who have come from all over the country and have relocated in Florida, in Orlando. I doubt their friends and family are coming from their hometowns, flying in every week for these tapings. For anybody who does not know, let me tell you how an NXT taping works when it comes to the Performance Center. Now, Full Sail, when they were doing it in Full Sail, you used to be able to line up and buy a ticket. Then the COVID happened, and then they changed over to this deal with the Performance Center. They have an NXT fans Facebook page. Not a lot of people know about it. That's why you see the same people there each and every week. Mike Johnson of PW Insider has posted links to this in the past. If you want to attend a blank taping at NXT, go to their Facebook page and apply for tickets. Used to be like that with old TV shows. You want to attend a taping of Family Food. There, yeah, Family Food. Everybody going to sit around and eat turkey. Not for a couple weeks. A Family Feud. You would send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Family Feud, care of blah, 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 blah. And they would send you tickets that were valid for like a year or so, or to specific tapings. The Tonight Show When you go to do the Tonight Show, if you want to be in that audience, you got to stand online in New York for hours. When Jimmy Kimmel got his show yanked off the air earlier this year, during the summer, I think it was, the fans were lining up outside. NXT is different now. NXT does it the old school way. You apply for, hey, put your name on the list. I believe you get in for free. They tell you to go to a parking lot somewhere because there's not enough parking for everybody at the Performance Center. They have charter buses, nice charter buses. They've shown this on TV of fans getting off the charter buses. You go, you get off the charter bus, you get on the charter bus from this parking lot. The charter bus takes you to the Performance Center. You go in, you grab your seats, you grab your merch. I don't know if they have concession stands. You sit, you watch the tapings. You get back on the charter buses and you go back to your car in the parking lot. That's how it works. It's not this friends and family thing. It is different people. You know, they have people who get on this Facebook page because the Facebook page, they don't openly advertise it. It's kind of like an inside thing. Hey, they want the same fans there every week because they want that reaction. So for Dave to go, oh, that's just friends and family all the time. No, it's not. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, but Trick Williams' mother and friends are not traveling from wherever he's from every week down there to NXT. That's not how it works, Dave. And as far as this, you know, you have a closed set. I can remember years ago, and I've told this story before. They did a celebrity diving television show. I think it was the one with Louis Anderson on it. And Coolio, I think, was a part of it. Anyway, they did like a celebrity high dive competition where the celebrities would do the high dive. And it was held at the Aquatic Center down there in Greensboro, North Carolina, right there next to the Greensboro Coliseum. And, you know, before you went into the taping, they had a producer. While we were standing in line, they had producers walking around with non-disclosure agreements. You promised to go inside. You can't take pictures. You can't take video. And you can't go online and spoil it. If we find out what you did, you're in violation of an NDA, and you could be substituted to persecution, you know, litigation, if you will. I would have to presume that WWE does the same thing to these guys, even though spoilers do get out. But, you know, there have been a lot of events, movie premieres, certain movie premieres. They put your cell phone in a plastic bag and seal it. I know that when, like, Comic-Con does that sometimes, even though people get through. I know that when you go and watch a video or a movie on the Warner Brothers lot, like a special screening, they take your phone from you to prevent this kind of stuff from happening. Maybe TNA needs to do this so that this idiot Jacob Cohen can't be on there going, scoop number 1, scoop number 5. That's where and nobody else goes to tapings and does this that I know of. Nobody else is on there live tweeting the damn spoilers from their TV. And it doesn't look good either when you're trying to get a TV deal and you have your fans live tweeting the goddamn show. Yeah, it's not video, but you have pictures up. You can kind of get, and then you're sitting there going, this person defeated this person. Scoop number 4. It looks bad for the company. It's if I was a writer of the show, if I was a wrestler of the show, looking to promote the company, looking to keep the company going, I'd be pissed off at you, dude. I don't care how many people you consider your friends. Let's just face it. They're not your friends, dude. They're not your friends. They wouldn't throw a bucket of water on you if you were on fire. And I'm probably guessing that TNA officials, when he had that phone call with TNA officials, They're probably telling him, look, dude, if you want to come back, that's fine. We're happy to have you back. You're not banned from tapings, but no more scooping. No more quote unquote scooping shit on Twitter. Or apply for a press pass and we'll get you a press pass. Because guess what? Not even freaking the press would do something like that. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. We'll see you down the road.
I hear it's amazing when the famous purple stuffed worm in Flapjaw space with the tuning fork does a raw blink on Harry Carey rock. I need scissors. 61.